Hello and welcome to my unboxing, or unbagging and first look at issue 26 of the Warhammer 40,000 Imperium subscription from Hatchett Partworks. It's in this bag right here and includes this Tech Priest Dominus for Adeptus Mechanicus. Now this model will usually set you back £22.50, so yes, you are saving over £13 with this issue, which is very, very nice, and a better saving that you can get from a third party. If you haven't got this Tech Priest Dominus in your Adeptus Mechanicus army and you haven't got the subscription, it may well be worth you cherry picking this one. You do get a couple of options to equip them with different weapons and I think different hoods as well. So we'll crack this one open and we'll have a little look at what's going on. Now, I think I already own two Tech Priest Dominus minimum. There's been times when they've had him in a box set or in a combat patrol, or start collecting something like that. So there's been plenty of times when I've had the opportunity to pick him up. I don't think I've ever purchased him singularly, because if I look through all my videos, I have him as a review and not an unboxing. So I think I must have picked him up through subscriptions and boxes and things like that. So this is issue 26. We're going to have a look at the magazine first. You've got the Tech Priest Dominus, Adeptus Mechanicus Commander. Goes through some of his weapons that he uses, such as the Omniscient Axe, the Servo Skulls, the Volkite Blasters, and the Phosphor Serpenta. Unfortunately, they don't go through his other weapon that he could be equipped with, which is, yeah, a bit disappointing. They want you to equip him with that. Keepers of the Divine Law, a little bit about Adeptus Mechanicus, how to build the Tech Priest Dominus, and they build him with the Volkite Blaster as well. How to paint him, so it's a full guide going through painting and building the Dominus, which is quite great. Yeah, a fair few pages there, and then you get him looking quite grim-dark, which is nice. I much prefer that. Yeah, it's caked in Nuln Oil and things, but I prefer like the darker sort of Adeptus Mechanicus forces. They've equipped him with the Volkite Blaster, so yeah, you're not going to see the other weapon. It's just really, really odd, actually, that they provide you with the data sheets, but not the full data sheets. They're omitting some of the rules and things, or the options, which, yeah, I don't know whether that's like a form of hand-holding. I think it is. But as I'm in the position I'm in, I'm knowledgeable in the sense that I can spot these and I can give you the correct information and say, you don't have to build it with a Volkite Blaster if you don't want to. You can build it with the other weapon. I don't know whether it's worth picking up the Codex primarily just for these Adeptus Mechanicus forces. The thing is, if you don't pick up the Codex, you're going to be limited with these data sheets and the options that they've presented you with. But there are only a few units in this subscription for Adeptus Mechanicus, and it's whether you want to continue with that army to pick it up. Because let's face it, guys, with the price increases, Codexes are going to be £32.50 or so base. And to get the Codexes just for Space Marines, Adeptus Mechanicus and Sisters of Battle, so the three Imperium forces in this side at least, it's going to set you back almost £100, probably more than £100, and then you're looking at the Necron Codex as well. So that's quite a lot of money to sink into just books, especially if you're just starting out. But anyway, there's a little bit about a tutorial with the Tech Priest Dominus and how he affects them. You've got some basic rules. You've got Cleanse Sector Epta against the Necrons, Royal Warden, and the Adeptus Mechanicus, and then a scout mission as well. Now, I much preferred the kind of battle reports and missions and things that they had in issue 23. You know, I don't know why they've done this. They've just gone to this kind of like format, but I think this looks better. where they give you an example of it, and then they go through an actual like battle report with those graphics. This just seems a bit more lazy. I mean, I know it's giving you a mission, but it would also be great if they kind of showed you it in practice, you know, rather than just go, right, this is it, you're expected to know this. I prefer the other route. Anyway, looking at the next two issues, you've got issue 27, which will be the Hemotrope Reactor. That's actually half of the set, because you do get 2 Hemotrope Reactors in the kit itself. So if I just load that up, and the Hemotrope Reactor set will cost you £30 for 2. So you are saving a little bit of money, £6. It's not as much as obviously when they provided this scenery piece in the Warhammer 40,000 Conquest subscription. So yes, this is the second time it's featured, but still you're saving a little bit of money. It's just I would have preferred, I don't know, like Sisters of Battle scenery or Necron scenery rather than more Adeptus Mechanicus Imperium scenery, but you know, each to their own for that one. I'll leave that up to you. But issue 28 has Necron Warriors and Scarabs. It's going to be part 1 and 2, so it's going to be issue 28 and 29 will be the Warriors, with the price increases as well. You know, at first I thought, oh, £9 is going to be quite a you know, step up from the £1. They're going to get an extra £80 from us over the course of the subscription. But seeing as there's price increases, these Warriors with the price increase will be over £30 now. So you know, to get a full set of Warriors for £18 is, you know, still a decent deal. The only downside to the Warriors is they are a bit limited in their poses. However, you can equip them all with the shorter versions of the Gauss rifles, and you can mix and match all of their heads as well. And there's a fair bit of detail. I still like the kit, even though it's quite a simple kit, and the Scarabs will all look the same no matter which configuration you go for. But that's pretty much almost the next 4 issues. Not quite sure what issue 30 will be, but I think these 4 issues, despite there being a dud issue there of 2 paints where you don't make any, where you don't get in any saving, I think this has been one of the best 4 sets of issues. We've had 2 units of £25 box sets and the Tech Priest Dominus, so that's £72 in a £36 subscription, which is pretty good. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent about value and things like that. Let's have a quick look at this this sprue. So you've got the Omniscient Axe, you can't really change that. You've got this cane, you've got the Volkite weapon, and then you've also got this, I think it's an Eradication Beamer, a little bit like a, you know, condensed version of a conversion beamer. And then you've got the Phosphor Serpenta, but you've also got this pistol as well, called a Macro Stubber. And I was right at the beginning, he does have 2 interchangeable heads. You've got this hooded head right here, you've got a Servo Skull, you've got the Mechadendrites and the Tendrils, or Mechatendrils. You've got his body and part of the cloak, another part of his cloak. This is another head you've got, which isn't really a hood, but it's you've got more of a elongated flute hood, I want to call it. And then you've got these tanks for the back as well. So there are options, you know. I mean, even if you were to kit him out with exactly the same weapons as your previous Tech Priest Dominus, if you do own one already, you can at least change the hood, you can at least change the head, and have him with the same weapons. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because I've got 2, so I might completely change it up and have one of the weapons with one and the other weapon with the other, so I'll have 3 different ones. I think the head will be the same though, because I think I've used the both heads already in the 2 that I have. But anyway, that's the Tech Priest Dominus. I think it's great, you know, £22.50 model there. Plus there's going to be the price increase, so you're saving a little bit more, albeit only like £1 more, but still, it does help. What do you guys think of issue 26? Not the strongest out of the other 3, but definitely up there. And we did have the Skitarii not that long ago, so finally we've got a nice HQ choice for them. Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below as always. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.